My wonderful people, welcome to my platform. If it is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel for the first time, you are welcome. I beg you for a favor after watching. If you like what I do here, please subscribe, put on your notification bell. That is very, very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. I present to you news on daily basis about what is happening in the whole world, especially in Nigeria and in Biafran land. Before I present the news, I analyze it and I sit down there together to watch it with you. Then we'll come to the comment section to talk about it. You are free to criticize, to drop your opinion, but let us do it constructively as we watch this video together. I appreciate your massive support. Let's watch the video now.
This is an order coming from the IPOB leadership. From now henceforth, every IPOB family protesting in Europe, any part of Africa, our protest will major in the Kenyan embassies. I mean, this is an instruction every IPOB member. This information is coming from the IPOB leadership. Do not ask us what will be the benefit. You have already been going to submit petitions against the extraordinary rendition of our leader, but we are saying this evening, from tomorrow, those who have protests in diaspora, those who can protest in African countries, those who are in the countries where protests are being allowed, every protest should be heading to the Kenyan embassy. From tomorrow, these are specific destinations. If we need to sleep there, we have to sleep there. And we need to let Kenya to understand, because they think they can go away in this extraordinary rendition, this act of terrorism they committed against the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. So I'm calling all Biafrans on behalf of Mazi Chike Doziem and the leadership of IPOB that our destination now for protest specifically is at the Kenyan embassy. Anywhere the Kenyan embassy is located around the world and our people can protest, we need everybody to be heading to the Kenyan embassy to vent our anger. And the diplomatic measures must be taken. If not, we are going to take this fight far, far, far away than what Kenya is thinking. We have always called on them to reason. Harsher actions will be coming on Kenyans. It might even go to a point that Kenyans will not be allowed to walk in Biafra land freely. But first, IPOB members, we are reasonable people, and we are calling now that they know how the extraordinary rendition our leader from Kenya to Nigeria. We are also asking the request for his repatriation back to Kenya, where his passport is still lying, and make sure they send him the country where he is holding their international passport. We are not going to talk much on this, but we are kickstarting with the protest. We want every country in Europe to start again. Get your permits for those who can get their permits. The instruction is that every one of us that are protesting, even if you are 5 or 6, go to Kenya embassy. The fight continues against the extraordinary rendition of our leader. Number 2, I want to draw the attention of those. There are people who want to backslide in supporting the activities of this great movement, both IPO, the family, and the ESN. There is nothing to worry about. What we have to do is we have to continue paying the support, giving our support in what we are doing. Our leader will be very happy. Our leader will be very, very happy that while he was in the enemy's camp, that everything was moving. If we want him to be happy, those who normally go to see him, those who normally go to visit him, to tell him that IPOB is in a very good shape, that the struggle he left in the hands of this leadership is moving smoothly, and we will make higher moves to make sure he's being released from that Janjaweed dungeon. If you are those who knows the assignment that was given to them by our leader, you continue to carry out your assignment and report to those who you were asked to report to. We are not going to tolerate insubordination. We are not going to tolerate they say that, they say this. Remember, this IPOB leadership, we have the power to suspend you from any time we found you wanted, irrespective of who you are. The IPOB DOS have the power to suspend you, even to dismiss you from IPOB. If you think that we do not have that power, we do not possess that power, go and read the IPOB Code of Conduct. You know, sometimes when some people try to grow stubborn, we know we are dealing with difficult people. We are ready to implement those things without looking who you are or what you represent in this struggle. The most important thing is you must respect that command and control. Without the command and control, we will not get where we are today. So for those who are raising funds officially approved by our leader, and you are raising it in support of ESN, go ahead, as long as you inform those in the finance, inform the HOD, those who knows who will approve those things. Not everybody in the DOS have the right to approve those things. Keep the HOD informed, keep the people in finance informed, and then you can be able to raise funds to support this struggle. That is one thing you have to know. Our people must continue to give that support. Do not say because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison for that reason, you do not need to support again. There is a structure. Every money, every fund you are supporting this struggle goes to the right places. It goes on legal, goes on welfare, goes on a lot of ESN, goes on medical. Therefore, there is no reason for anybody to say, I'm not going to support because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the jail. We do not accept this kind of. If you do not want to support, please, you can also do not discourage those who want to support. That is the few things I want to touch. But finally, Mazi, this is something every IPOB principal officer should understand. The orders of IPOB leadership will always come, either it is announced on Radio Biafra, either a memo will come from the head of the directorate. For every order, if you are an IPOB principal officer, taking order from people who are online claiming they are hanging around IPOB, and when you take the order, you come in IPOB platforms to initiate that order, you will be removed from IPOB. From now onward, the leadership will make sure you are being removed. Those who pick up orders, YouTubers, you take a YouTuber instruction, you take fake prophets instruction, and come to put on our timeline, what do you think this leadership is all about? God told you that sit at home must continue, but God never told you when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was being detained in Kenya for 8 days. We should stop all these people, all these fake prophets who have turned our land into what it is today. They are the problem. The fake prophets in our land with the politicians have turned, they are the people who kept us in this position today, because they are part of the deceptive agents moving around in Biafra land claiming what God did not tell them. Nobody can stop us not to talk about it. It is a reality. You want to face it, you face it. But if you want to be a for it, don't say something. We will continue to say it. The fake prophets, most of the pastors, I do not mean all of them, traditional rulers, but especially the fake pastors in our land, who have continued to tell us God told them this, God told them that. They have deceived our people, and we do not want them in this Biafra restoration. They should keep their, if they want to join this struggle, they come with realities. We do not mean that God did not send messages, but when we see, I Nijanya Moka Karaka, stop giving us unnecessary fake messages. What God told you, you are not the only one God talks to. He talks to also millions of people around the world. Therefore, Biafrans, we must face the reality. We are in an era you must face the reality. This is not the time of believe. Believe. For blessed are those who did not see and believe. We are no more in that era. We are in the era of seeing. We are in the era that we want to see things. I do not mean that God did not exist. I do not mean there are no supernatural powers, but our people have abused it. And that have derailed our people. In this Biafra struggle, we want to be a realist. We do not want theories. We want practicals, things that are workable. How do we dismantle the Nigerian Janjaweed government? How do we secure our freedom? When you are praying, pray strongly for our freedom, but do not tell us to sleep and pray that God is coming to hand us over Biafra just by praying. We must fight for it. We must all stand up. We must all sponsor it. We must all be partakers. Because when Biafra comes, I am not the only one going to benefit. You are going to benefit. Those who don't want to talk about this thing are going to benefit. Everybody will be free. And not only Mazichina Samoru, not only your prayer. Your ideas, your intelligent gatherings are still required, still needed. Remember in your prayers that our leader is in the hands of the enemy. We will continue to fight till the last man standing. It is either they give us Biafra, or we fight, or we die fighting for Biafra. Maz Jonathan, I will say, Mechukut Kabiama, bless you, all of you who is always on this radio on a daily basis. Some of them who are listening to the radio, they don't know what it takes to wake up, to provide time. Some might know, some might not know. It might be easy for them. For others, they understand the stress, the sacrifice. And that is what we're asking everybody to do. And when we get to a point that we need to listen to our leader or look back and say, hello, Onyendu, do you want us to move forward? We must always remember it's in the hands of the enemies. But one thing is this set of leadership, if Mazen Nandekano is not being released, time will come. It is not by sit at home. Biafra land, our people will overrun the politicians in their homes and their offices, and the world will talk about it, and history will never forget it. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu.
Thank you for always watching Linda's TV show. I will see you again in my next video. Remain blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep on watching Linda's TV show. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Bye-bye.